Hey, what is up, YouTube? We are back again with another subscriber request for Mike D. It is Ted Kirkpatrick Tourniquet, Beethoven Symphony No. 5 in C minor finale. Now, those who know my channel will know that I like to go into all of my videos completely cold without any pre-planning beforehand. I just feel like I've heard the name Ted Kirkpatrick before. Have a look at that at the end of the video, but for now, going in cold.
That's what she said.
I'm woefully unfamiliar with classical music as well, so this is obviously going to be an interpretation of that.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit scared.
Guys, original video link as always in the description of each of my videos. Please do, of course, go along, check out that original video without this bald Kiwi talking all over it. But with that said, let's just dive in. Ted Kirkpatrick, Tourniquet, Beethoven Symphony No. 5, C minor finale. Let's go. I didn't expect that. How's he remembering all this? Halftime shuffle over this part. Playing pretty ambidextrous throughout this whole thing here. Okay, as I said at the beginning of the video, the name Ted Kirkpatrick in terms of drumming sounded very familiar to me, and I was wondering if he had written some educational material, and that's where I possibly had have seen him. So I've just had a look at his Wikipedia. I haven't seen anything that's saying that. He has unfortunately passed only at age 62 in 2022, so I'm sorry to hear that. He looks like he's had a big career. It says here genres: Christian metal, thrash metal, progressive metal, drums, bass and guitar, multi-instrumentalist. He's got a big discography too, so definitely worth checking out Ted Kirkpatrick. That was a very creative video. Very, very creative video. A couple of things I mentioned here. It's just such a monstrous piece of music to learn on any instrument, right? And that leads me to my next point. Classical players are readers. They read. So when I was at music school, studying jazz at music school, us jazzers were readers, but also, I guess, improvisers. Classical, no. They're not improvising. They are reading, and they're not sight reading on a performance typically. They read and read and read, and then the music is there as a guide, so they are still referring to it. He wasn't reading here. He was doing this, I guess, from memory, or he had composed the parts at least to a point where he could execute it like that. So that's just straight away just very impressive. It's a long piece of music, and he's added a lot of complexity into it. And despite having headphones on, I'm assuming that is just to hear the music. There's no way you could put a click through this. So he is literally just floating through with the music, which will have tempo shifts. So again, very hard for a drummer to follow multiple tempo shifts, especially if there's not a moving click. Oh, and it got me thinking about something that I had actually forgotten about. My principal instrument tutor, my drum tutor at jazz school, Ron Sampson, he suggested I play along to music that doesn't have drums in it, and music that you would not expect to have drums in it, or music, how could I put it? Music where there wasn't designed really to be a drum part. And he got me onto a Bill Evans and Jim Hall album, which is jazz, piano, and jazz guitar. And he would just sort of jump on the kit and show me, you can play along, become the drummer in the group. And he'd play along just this mind-blowing, beautiful jazz parts over this piano guitar album. And anyway, I just bring that up. It just reminded me of that, where he's gone in and been very creative, and while still honoring the music and catching all the hits and all the dropouts and all the things that you would expect, he's also adding in like his thrash metal, progressive metal. That's his bag, and he's adding that into the music. Really, really cool. Mike D, thank you so much for this pick, something completely different for the channel, and I really appreciate that, and thanks again for that. Guys, if you out there have a direct reaction request that you definitely want to guarantee gets on the channel, hit the PayPal hotline and I will get that done for you. Other ways to support the channel, I do have a Patreon that's just $5 a month. Through that, you get access to the blocked videos. If you are enjoying the channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe, like button, and leaving a comment. That all helps me out. And remember, you as a subscriber of my channel, you get access to a full and free 30-day trial over at Drumeo. Go learn from the world's best on me for free for 30 days. With all that said, until next time, take it easy, keep chopping wood. Ciao.